Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to race number 17 of the Mountain Dew Livewire Truck Series. Getting ready for the Mike's Harder Lemonade 150K here. 10 laps of racing at Sonoma. You know this track is crazy in Cup. Will it be crazy in trucks as well? Zachary Rogers, Caleb Hoffman on the front row. Rogers, a lot of experience here at Sonoma. Always finishes well in Cup here the past couple of seasons. So look out for him. He could have a shot to win here tonight. Mason Powers, Kyle Collins in row 2. Cindy Vieira, Ace Rogers in row 3. Emily Brooks, Connor Breed in row 4 with Max Newith and Chris Carando in row 5. Chris Carando going to start 10th. He is 21 points back of Zachary Fitzwater entering today's race. Cameron Gaddu, who is 48 back, 4th in points, starts 22nd. Zachary Fitzwater, the points leader, will start 24th. Nico Tringali, 50 back, starts 27th. And Michael Santos, 7 back, starts 28th. But we know that drivers can wreck here, and it somewhat matters where you start, but it doesn't entirely always affect where you finish here. This track is crazy. Expect some crazy crashes possibly. And while these drivers start up their engines, we will get you to the green flag very shortly. Getting ready to go racing here at Sonoma. Green flag is out. The Mike's Harder Lemonade the Mike's Harder Lemonade 150K is underway. Let's see how they move up through the turns here. Ooh, Mason Powers getting a little loose there. Looks like they're going to be able to hang on just fine here. Zachary Rogers in the lead. Remember, these trucks are slower, so they should be able to possibly hang on better. Max Newith making some, that's Sam Rogers, Max Newith back here. The driver's trying to move up through the field. There's Chris Carando. And this can be a dangerous spot on the track. You see Zachary Rogers way wide. Will anybody wreck? This is the danger corner. It does not appear so. Michael Santos not doing so well so far. He's dropped to 29th. Zachary Fitzwater still in the back a lot here. As it looks like maybe Tony Vieira is going to look to his right. Nope. Anyway, lap 1 will be complete here. Zachary Rogers will lead the first lap. And I apologize again for the lag. It's hot today. This computer doesn't do well when it gets hot. So anyway, Zachary Rogers in the lead. Caleb Hoffman second. Mason Powers third. Battle for fourth between Cindy Vieira and Kyle Collins. Collins trying to take down some notes for the Code Red Series race tomorrow. He leads in the Code Red Series, 19 points over Cameron Gaddu. Cameron Gaddu might be trying to take some notes too. He is currently 22nd at the line last time, might be falling back. Zachary Fitzwater trying to make his way up through the field, as is Michael Santos. These trucks do a good job on this turn of not wrecking so easily. They run very wide, but they're able to keep it clean. Ace Rogers moving up to 5th, as Kyle Collins losing a ton of spots here this lap. Goes down to 7th. Chris Carando's moved up to 8th, trying to take out some of the points lead of the 0-5 of Zachary Fitzwater. Zachary Rogers with the fastest lap, a 1:13.553, and he is not looking back. Cindy Vieira seems to be the next fastest. As let's see, where is the 05? Zachary Fitzwater up to 23rd, trying to gain some more spots here. Could be looking for 22nd on Peter Sands here, and he will take it. Peter Sands almost won his first career Cup Series race last week at Auto Club. Tough break for him not being able to get that W. And when somebody's way off, that's Robert Rogers. And Eric Powers went way off as well. So Nico Tringali, Michael Santos going to gain spots off of that. Santos is just really trying to stay close to the 0-5 because he doesn't want to lose too many points. He is 7 back. And a heads up on that as Eric Powers is going to pit road. It has been decided anybody within 30 points of the points leader will be points reset for Armory Digital. So entering today's race, that would be Fitzwater, Santos, and Corando. Gadu, Nico Tringali, a lot back. With Fitzwater currently running in 21st. Gadu is behind him, and so is Nico Tringali. The next closest person was 58 points back, and I don't know if they would gain 28 points in order to do that, because now Fitzwater up to 21st. Zachary Fitzwater knows a thing or two about road courses, though he started way back here today. Somebody else is off into the dirt. That's Skylar Dixon in the 14. And he's going to come back in front of the 0-5. There's now Benjamin Tilton trying to get by Connor Breton for 9th. See Zachary Rogers continuing to pull away from Caleb Hoffman. Zachary Rogers is the fastest truck on the track. Him and Caleb Hoffman with the best laps. Then Ace Rogers. Who the heck is the 15 again? Emily Brooks and Mason Powers. So Eric Powers went to pit. And now he's back on the track. Nico Tringali dropping the 30th. Michael Santos up to 26th. Fitzwater in 21st. Could be gaining some more ground here. And that's the good thing about Sonoma is they are able to pass. And Sam Rogers and Connor Breton are going to crash here on lap number 5. And that will allow Zachary Fitzwater to gain some spots. You see Connor Breton coming back on track. That was a battle for a 9th place, I believe. See Benjamin Tilton will now take that 9th spot. Kyle Collins, Chris Corando battling for 7th. Corando's going to get by on the outer lane. Connor Breton going to come down the pit road. So a tough break for Sam Rogers. Santos up to 24th now. Zachary Fitzwater up to 19th. So right now, Corando would gain 11 points. He is in the good. Santos is also still in the good. He's only losing 5 points at this point. But the other drivers, Cameron Gadu, Nico Tringali, look like they will not be in contention, so it could come down to a 3-truck battle between Zachary Fitzwater, Michael Santos, and Chris Corando. Code Red Series, it will be anybody under 40 back. We'll go over the points when we get to that race. All night races this weekend here at Sonoma. Zachary Rogers continuing to drive away from Caleb Hoffman. Mason Powers in 3rd. Emily Brooks is 6th. Now Chris Corando's up to 7th. And then we have somebody else wreck. Chloe Baker's coming down pit road. Looks like the 54 might have gotten involved in something there. Michael Santos has now been passing more trucks here. He's looking for 22nd. Zachary Fitzwater up to 19th. We got racing all over the place here. That's a good thing about Sonoma is you can get racing on every square inch of the track. And we're going to have to come up to a commercial break here. And after that, we will be set to go to the finish. Back here at Sonoma, looks like Colby Alves in the 29 truck's going to have problems. He's going to have to pit. From 14th, Jim Morton, the third, pitting as well. They might have gotten into some contact. Michael Santos now up to 20th after starting 28th. Zachary Fitzwater 17th. Now, Fitzwater and everybody else knows that Carando and Santos will be battling with him at this point. 3 to go. Carando in 7th. Unless something bad happens to Carando, Carando would be okay. But if Carando were to drop 10 spots behind Zachary Fitzwater, which would be 29th, he would not be in the cut at this point. I think he would be okay unless he totally wrecked out like Sam Rogers. Zachary Rogers has just left the other drivers. He knows how to win here at Sonoma, and he is showing it here. 2 laps to go. Caleb Hoffman in 2nd. Mason Powers 3rd. Then Cindy Vieira 4th. Ace Rogers in 5th. Showing he's good at this track as well. But Zachary Rogers is just on a roll here at Sonoma. See Jim Morton the third. Back out on track. Connor Breton, Chloe Baker. Ooh, somebody went off track. That looked to be a Paul Sedini, and Michael Santos is involved. He's got heavy damage. So that's a tough break for Michael Santos. He is 7 points back, and where Zachary Fitzwater is right now, he will still be in contention heading the Armory Digital. As they're hitting the white flag lap here, Zachary Rogers just showing that Sonoma is his hometown road course. He does good here every time he comes. And he's always starting in the top 10. So Sonoma, a good track for Zachary Rogers as he will get his second win of the season here most likely. Michael Santos going to head to pit road. His day will be done. And as we're really watching Chris Carando, who sits in 7th, it looks like he's okay. But Zachary Rogers just showing pure dominance at Sonoma. Got the pole. Was able to hold off Caleb Hoffman on the start of the race. And has never had a lap time over a minute 14. He's always been under the 1:14 barrier. As he comes to the hairpin for the last time. He won back at Martinsville, one of his favorite short tracks on the circuit, and now he will win at his favorite road course. Zachary Rogers wins the Mike's Harder Lemonade 150K at Sonoma. Caleb Hoffman comes home 2nd, Mason Powers 3rd, Cindy Vieira 4th, Ace Rogers 5th, Emily Brooks 6th, Chris Carando 7th, Kyle Collins 8th, Benjamin Tilton 9th, and Sean Harple 10th. Michael Santos will come home 29th. And Zachary Fitzwater 17th. So those three, Fitzwater, Santos, Carando, are the three battling for the championship heading the Armory Digital. They will all have onboard cameras, and we will see you guys for the Code Red Series race here at Sonoma tomorrow night.